Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. I'm a little bit under the weather. I got some kind of a flu or something. I don't know what it is. Um, this will be interesting to see F-35 Lightning II. I believe this is a Striker, Joint Striker C. It's not a B, it's C. You can go a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and check it out, see how fast it goes, how well it maneuvers. You can do many different things with this. After all, it's a Lockheed Martin, the same Lockheed Martin that did F-22 Raptor. If I had to choose between, like, which one of these is my favorite, I would. When people ask me, what's like your top 4 jet fighters of all time? Well, let's go back to the 80s. You know, I would say F-14 Tomcat. Okay. After that, we got F-15 Eagle Striker, and after that, F-18, and of course F-22 and F-35. So that's a total of 5. I would say my top 5. I'm sorry, my top 5. Those would be my top 5. But those are also different generations of fighters. Of course, this is a 5th generation. F-22, it's more, from what I heard, technologically advanced, and there's a lot of secrecy with F-22. So that way our enemies don't know what we have. And, you know, we got a lot of enemies, of course. So let's jump into the F-35C, and let me put on my headset, let me put on my headphones, and let's do this, shall we? Okay, let's do it. Let's not waste any more time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit closer, put the space. Yeah. Feels very, very comfy. He does. You put on the headphones, the headsets. This is gonna be very good. Trust me.
Going around Southwest 3008. Southwest 3008. Contact Orlando approach on 119.4. Good day. For Southwest 3008. Goodbye.
Oh, that's better. Let me turn around and see if I can see the wings. Cool. All right. Everything's ready and set. Ready for takeoff. Let's go.
Orlando Tower American 205.811 miles south inbound ILS runway 35 right approach. American 2058 Orlando Tower. Altimeter 30.19 wind 077 at 10. Cleared ILS runway 35 right approach.
Come on.
Cleared ILS runway 35 right.
Afterburner.
American 2058.
And There we go. Gears down. I mean, gears up.
Foxtrot 01, continue for north departure.
Orlando Tower, Charlie Foxtrot 01, continue for north departure.
Very smooth.
Foxtrot 01, leaving my airspace frequency.
Let's take a higher altitude.
Orlando Tower, Charlie Foxtrot 01, frequency change. Orlando approach Charlie Foxtrot 01 is type 2 miles east of Niner 1 Foxtrot Lima 1,600 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Charlie Foxtrot 01, Orlando approach. Squawk 1217.
This is pretty cool, actually.
Squawk 1217 Foxtrot 01.
Foxtrot 01, radar contact 3 miles west of executive 4,100 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Like, you can't help yourself but just feel like you're really inside this
Cleared
jet
through
fighter.
Bravo airspace Foxtrot 01.
Foxtrot 01, contact Orlando approach on 135.3. Good day.
135.3 Foxtrot 01. Goodbye. Orlando approach Charlie.
Let's take
Foxtrot
higher
01,
altitude.
5,600 feet.
This is going to run faster once we take the higher altitude.
01, Orlando approach altimeter 30.19 radar contact continue. Foxtrot 01, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Foxtrot 01. Jacksonville Center Charlie Foxtrot 01 is type 3 miles west of Foxtrot Lima 5.
You know what's interesting? I never seen F-35 C or B, like in person, flying like on an air show or something. But I've seen plenty of F-22s. Of course, F-22 is more remarkable. There's no question about that. Seeing a F-22 on an air show is just remarkable. But surprisingly, I never seen F-35, like C or B. I know they have them on a Navy ships, you know.
Roger Foxtrot 01.
But me personally have never seen a F-35 or F-35B or F-35C in person.
Jacksonville Center, generic November 183, November Whiskey 6,000 feet. Generic 281, descend and maintain flight level 190. Generic November 183, November Whiskey, Jacksonville Center, altimeter 30.
You can feel that off the burner, right?
Continue to Blacker. American 1944, descend and maintain 15,000 feet. United 22901, descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Cessna 1 Juliet Tango, you are 57 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 36 approach via Saudi transition. Cleared to Saudi. Climb and maintain flight level 220, generic 128. Generic 128, climb and maintain flight level 290. Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1713 is at 5,100 feet, climbing 12,000 feet. Southwest 1713, Jacksonville Center.
You can see other airplanes up in the sky right above me. You know, for those of you who still have not tried VR, and you love
Going to 118.
flight simulator, you like simulations in general, I'm telling you guys, I mean, it's worth it's definitely worth it, the price of the admission. VR, it's really designed for things like this, for you to experience, like jet fighters, DCS, Microsoft Flight Simulator,
1 tree decimal tree 25
bus
Foxtrot
simulator,
01.
train simulator, things like that, because it really puts you in the
Jacksonville
inside a
Center, Charlie
cockpit.
Foxtrot 011,
And that's the whole idea, to be inside a cockpit. Look at that camera right there. You can see it. Look at that camera right there. You see it? IFL, IR camera. See it right there? Pretty cool. What I'm trying to say is
118.6 Foxtrot 01. Goodbye.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with using an ultra-wide screen. I know some of you guys are using ultra-wide screen, and looks great, right? I have an ultra-wide screen. I got a 50-inch ultra-wide screen, and granted, it looks great. But
Jacksonville Center, Charlie Foxtrot 018,
there's still
500 feet.
something missing there. You still know that you're looking at the monitor, right?
127.
Even though you can put a Tobii eye tracker, right? Tobii eye tracker that scans your eyes and your movement of your head. And that's all great. Fine and dandy for American truck, Euro truck, Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, right? DCS. That's all great. However, once you put on a headset, VR headset, you get totally transported and immersed inside this world, man. And you can't help yourself but just feel that, like you're there, like you're really here. Even though I know this is a digital world, it's not a real world, I get it. But your brain is telling you otherwise. Your brain is like, well, wait a minute, this looks too real. But even though you know that it's not real, even though your brain's trying to tell you that, wow, this is real, but you know that it's not. However, it's that other brain feeling that you get that really immerse you into this experience. And it's something that you have to experience. For those of you who have VR, for those of you who have experienced VR, I don't need to tell you how good it is. And I don't need to tell you how many awesome, cool VR experiences there are for you to experience, right? From a big screen VR, watching movies on a big screen. You don't even have to go to movie theater. You got your own movie theater, man. Right at home, at the comfort of your home. At the comfort of your home. Social VR experiences, many different types of VR games to experience, simulations, etc., etc. But until you actually try it, I'm telling you, but I also understand that some people cannot handle VR. I understand that too. But here is my question. If you can't handle VR and you want to be a pilot, right? Or you want to be let's say you're training to be a pilot, right? I think VR can help you overcome that fear of motion sickness, overcome that fear of the height, and that's something you'll have to overcome, right? And I think this can help you. Like a really good VR headset can really help you kind of get comfortable with the idea of being high up in the sky and all that. So I heard that some pilots are using this, man, to train. I heard it. I heard it from the pilots, like from the jet fighter pilots, like in the Navy and the Air Force. I heard that they're using this. Well, they're not using Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're not using DCS. They have their own, specifically designed a simulator by Lockheed Martin, by Navy, Air Force, etc., etc. However, they're using the VR. I think they're using like HTC Vive or something, HTC Vive Pro. Still pretty good. Don't discount HTC Vive. HTC Vive is still good. I have it. The only problem the HTC Vive is it's too many cables, it's too many tracking sensors. But make no mistakes, HTC Vive has the best tracking out there, man. The most accurate tracking. So look, I don't want my channel to become like some kind of a VR advocate, okay? I love VR. I'm a casual VR guy. I don't just play VR games. I play other games as well. I do variety of stuff. But lately, I have been really impressed lately on how far VR has come. Especially this device, how far this standalone little device has come along in terms of like the features that it has and the things that it can do by itself without being tethered to PC. So I'm really impressed by that. You know, what I'm not impressed is a super expensive $1,700 VR headset from China, you know, that's called not China, Korea. I'm sorry, from South Korea. That's called Crystal, Pimax Crystal, and I'm not impressed by it. And I'll just hear me out. I'll explain why. I'm not impressed by it. First of all, the price. It's just ridiculous. With that kind of price, man, you can buy yourself a Samsung OLED TV, you know, 77-inch OLED TV, right? Yeah, come on, man. You can do a lot of other things with that kind of money. So $1,700 plus tax, $1,800. Let's just circle it, $1,800. Nearly $2,000. You're paying nearly $2,000 for a standalone PC VR headsets that will require a very high-end PC, which will cost you another $3,000 to $4,000. So right there, you're looking at $5,000 plus, $5,000 plus, just to enjoy some hideous, large Titanic headset on your head, dude. Did you see how big that thing is, man? How hideous that thing is? It's almost like having a Titanic ship on your head. And for what? Just so you can have a better resolution, some fake 8K. It's not even a real 8K, trust me. It's not a native 8K. There is no computer headset. There's no GPU, CPU that's going to be able to handle that kind of power of 33 million pixels to render. Your 4090 ain't going to do it, trust me. You ain't getting 8K natively on that headset. It's just not happening. Maybe upscaled 4K or close to 4K with like 60 FPS, but that's about it. And that's pretty good. However, what's not pretty good is the price. And it's a standalone headset that you have to connect to a high-end PC. Why would you pay $5,000 plus just to experience a standalone PC experience? A PC VR experience, I'm sorry. Just to enjoy a standalone PC VR experience, and what? Gives you a little bit of a better field of view, gives you a little bit better of a resolution that you're not going to notice. Mind you, you will not notice that difference. It's a gimmick. You will not, trust me, you will not notice that difference. You might think you will, but you will not. And so why would you spend all that money on that hideous thing called Pimax Crystal? This right here, it's cheaper, it's affordable, and it has a variety of different options, and it does not require you to be tethered to a PC. Even if I didn't have a PC, let's say I had like a Chromebook or some small little Chromebook laptop or whatever, like a $200 Chromebook, just so I can surf. I'm good, bro. I got this. I can surf the web here. I can use any application. I can do whatever on this thing. So this right here, to me, it's a much better buy. And Quest 2 for $250, it's a must-have. I mean, if you are somebody right now, and I'm not sponsored by MetaQuest, although, hey, Mark Zuckerberg, please give me a call, okay? Give me a call. I am not sponsored by MetaQuest or Facebook, the same company. However, anyone will tell you when they're thinking about stepping into the VR, any person out there, any Joe Schmo out there who's thinking about stepping into the VR, guess what they're thinking about? Quest 2. Why Quest 2? Because Quest 2, it's super affordable. $250. Don't need to be tethered to a PC. It's optional if you want to, but you don't have to. So many cool experiences to experience. From fitness to social media to a variety of different video games. Quest 2 is a #1 top seller. This is a fact, guys. This is not me making stuff up or trying to exaggerate. You can look this up. You can go ahead to your Google right now. You can search. You can even use the artificial intelligence to tell you, and you can ask artificial intelligence on the Bing, and it's going to tell you that Quest 2 is the #1 top selling VR headset. And why wouldn't it be? So when I hear people telling me that Pimax Crystal and PlayStation VR 2 are the best headsets, I mean, I can't. How they're best? Based on what? What makes them the best? On a PlayStation, you have to spend $1,100 just to get your feet wet. With some limited experience. Like Gran Turismo 7, that's about it. Forget about Firewall Ultra, because Firewall Ultra, it's out the window, man. The company shut down. First Contact Studios shut down. That's it. It's over. What do you have? Bulletstorm? Brother, Bulletstorm has been available on the Quest 2 for a long time. PlayStation is coming late to the party. Late to the party. I'm sorry. And it's cheaper on Quest. It has a price cut. It's cheaper. So, guys, I don't need anybody to educate me on the VR. Guys, I have every VR headset there is. I can prove it. I can back it up. So I don't need to be educated on the VR. For those of you who just are joining in and you think you know me and blah blah blah, you know my channel. No, you don't, dude. Go watch 12,000 videos and maybe you'll have some idea. And I'm not saying this to brag about myself. It took me 12 years to consume all of these headsets. Even the Quest 2, it's right here. Even the Quest 2, and it's right here. Here, I'll show you. Even the Quest 2, it's right here.
Goodbye.
Even the Quest 2. There it is.
Jacksonville Center, Charlie Foxtrot 01.
There it is right here.
4,400 feet.
This thing has served me well, and it still serves me well. Nothing wrong with it. Yes, the resolution is a little bit lower than this one. The field of view is a little bit lower than this one.
124
But hey, it's still a great headset.
Foxtrot 01.
This is a good way to start, man. Quest 2, it's an excellent way to start. And a lot of people are using Quest 2. They might be, you know, selling their Quest 2 right now to upgrade to Quest 3, which I don't blame them. But if you're somebody who is thinking about, for the very first time, to jump into the VR, you're not thinking HTC Vive Pro. You're not thinking Steam Valve Index. That's $1,000 headset. You're not thinking PlayStation VR 2. That's $1,100. You are thinking this right here. And you sure as hell you're not thinking Pimax Crystal, which is a ridiculous, almost $2,000 headset, which is ridiculous. You are thinking this. This is what you're thinking. $250. Here's what you're thinking. You're thinking this. And you should. And again, I'm not doing this to like brag about myself. It took me 12 years to collect all of these headsets. Maybe I'll do a video one day to show you how many headsets I have. I even have Oculus Go. I even have Mirage Lenovo Solo. So once again, please guys, I don't need to be educated on the virtual reality. I don't need you to tell me what's the best. Okay? I know what's the best. So please. And people say to me, well, what, you don't like your PlayStation VR 2? I never said I don't like it. Okay? Hold on. Guys, I don't like when people put words in my mouth. I never said that. I never said that I don't like PlayStation VR 2. As a matter of fact, I was the first guy that made a video back in January last year to talk about how excited I am about the PlayStation VR 2, how excited I am about the technology that's built inside. And I even changed my channel name to PSVR, only on PSVR 2. I even changed my channel name to only on PSVR 2. You can go back to January, February, and you can watch that. And I pre-ordered PlayStation VR 2. I bought it. But I had to acknowledge positives and negatives. I had to be honest. And, you know, I had some cool experiences with it, you know. Played some games like Gran Turismo 7, Horizon, Call of the Mountain, Mirage Kayak, Pavlov, and a bunch of other games. After the Fall, you know, I mean, there was a bunch of stuff that was great. However, after March, April, I didn't see anything on the horizon. I didn't see anything on the horizon after March, April that indicates to me that Sony is taking this headset seriously. Where's the campaign? Where's the developers jumping in on board to invest into this headset? Where are all the developers? That's the good question, and that's the question all of you PlayStation VR 2 fans should be asking yourself. Where are the developers? You should ask that question. Like, sincerely, you should ask that question where is the developers for the PlayStation VR 2? I can answer that question. You know where they are? On a Facebook, on a MetaQuest, right here. They're right here. Okay, that's where they are. They're right here, guys. On the MetaQuest. So you're gonna ask, well, why are they on the MetaQuest? Why? I can answer that too. They are on the MetaQuest because on the Facebook MetaQuest, it's a much, much bigger platform. And they want to be making their games on a platform that has more people. Why? So they can make more money. You know, that's why. Why would it, like, okay, let me ask you this. Okay. Why would they want to go to Sony? What's the PlayStation VR 2 platform like? Is anybody even talking about it? Is anybody even advertising it? I barely see it. I don't see any commercials. I don't see any advertisements. I see nothing. So why would developers... Okay, if I'm a developer, right? And I'm a very successful... Let's say hypothetically, I'm a very successful developer and I created a bunch of successful video games and applications on Facebook MetaQuest and I made a bunch of money. Why would I go to Sony? To PlayStation VR 2 platform? That it's a very niche, mediocre, very niche, mediocre platform. Why? Why would I waste my resources and my time to put something on a platform that's very niche and mediocre? So, do you guys understand why I criticize Sony and PlayStation VR 2? Because we can't ignore the competition. When it comes to business, it's all about competition. You can't survive unless you survive the competitor. Okay? And if you're going to step into that VR arena, you're going to have to go head to head with competitors. And if you can't survive competitors, well, you're done. But I like PlayStation VR 2. I never said I don't like it. I'm just giving a honest feedback, which you guys should have done from the get-go. You guys should have complained to Sony. You guys should have wrote the letters to Sony, but none of you complained. All of you were just being happy mavericks, you know. Thank you, Sony, for PlayStation VR 2. Thank you. Being a fanboy, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a fanboy, that's fine. But the problem with in my observation, being a fanboy is you will never criticize your brand when it needs to be criticized. And this is the issue that I have with fanboys. Hey man, I have no issue or problem with you being a fanboy of a certain brand or a certain product. That's all fine and dandy, dude. God bless you. My problem with you guys is you're not asking for the best. You're just settling down with whatever Sony gives you. Why? As a fanboy, don't you want the best? Right? Back in the days, fanboys used to do that. We want the best. Remember in 2013? All the Xbox fanboys says no. We want to be able to share our games. Okay? We don't want our games to be always online digitally. We want to be able to share our games, right? And guess what happened? And they also said, we don't want the Kinect. We never asked for Kinect. We don't want the Kinect. Get that garbage out of here. And guess what happened? They removed that. Phil Spencer stepped in. He listened to the fan base, and they removed that. But you see what happens? When majority of you speaks up, the power of the public voice, it's very powerful, dude. Public opinion is very powerful. And your voice can be very powerful if you use it. But if you are just a happy fanboy, a happy maverick, and you never complain, and you never criticize your brand, that's why you're going to get what you're going to get. That's why you're going to get mediocre. Same thing happened with Stadia fanboys. They never criticized the Google for not including all the features that they promised, for not being sincere about the future plans of first-party Stadia games, right? They were never sincere. They were never transparent. And Stadia fans never really criticized. I think I was pretty much the only one. I mean, if we go back to 2020, if we go back to early 2020, because Stadia was released in 2019 November, right? In early 2020, I was like the only one that was asking these questions. I was the only one that was complaining and asking these questions. I was also the only one right now with the PlayStation VR 2 asking these questions. And I yet to see any of you do that. This is a fact. Like it or don't like it, like me, don't like me, I don't care. These are the facts. This is like the truth. So I don't, dislike PlayStation VR 2. I always said PlayStation VR 2 has an amazing tech built inside. And it does. It has an amazing tech built inside. However, what is the point of having all that tech if you're not gonna take advantage of it? Right? What is the point of you having the greatest music studio on the planet if you're not gonna produce some great records? You guys catch my drift? I want PlayStation VR 2 to be successful, as I said previously.
135.3.
But I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see nothing on the horizon.
Jacksonville Center, Charlie Foxtrot 018,200 feet.
I don't see nothing on the horizon that indicates that, guys. Unfortunately. Sadly. Hey, listen, I would love Sony to prove me wrong. I would love PlayStation VR 2 to prove me wrong this year. And, surprise me with maybe a Spider-Man or something, or God of War. But come on, man. That's just like a wishful thinking. That's just a fantasy. That's never gonna happen. I love VR. But as somebody who likes VR, I can be also critical of certain brands when it needs to be. You know, I can be critical when it needs to be. You know, that's all I'm saying. And I know you guys don't want to hear this conversation. I can already see so many of you out there just getting agitated. You know. But why? Why are you getting agitated? Is it because you don't want to hear the truth? Is it because you feel ripped off? That you wasted $600 on a PlayStation VR 2 when you could have had something like this? Could be. Could be. I don't feel ripped off because I like to try things out for myself. See, that's the difference between me and other people. And it costs a lot of money. Believe me, I spend a lot of money on these things. I like to try things out for myself. I don't mind listening to other people's opinions on what they have to say. That's fine. I'll listen to anyone's opinion. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I like to try things out for myself. And I did. I tried PlayStation VR 2. I was a huge fan of PlayStation VR 1, and I still have it. It's still here. And it's still great. And it's just shocking that they couldn't bring the same level of enthusiasm, same level of experience as they did in 2016, October, with the original PSVR. And even worse, they couldn't even bring backward compatibility of PlayStation VR 1 games to PSVR 2. Do you understand the kind of value that would add if they would allow you to play the entire library of PSVR 1 games with the enhanced visuals, enhanced graphics on a PSVR 2? Again, missed opportunity, guys. All of this is just a missed opportunity, and for the life of me, I'll never understand. It's a big mystery. I'll never understand why Sony did what they did. It's gonna go down in history as a mystery, because Sony is being very quiet. They're not saying much. They're just repeating the same PR. Even though we didn't hit our mark of sales, but we're happy with the sales that we currently have. You know, the same old PR that they're constantly just running. Guys, I speak the facts. I speak the truth. You know, I'm not sitting here as some kind of a Facebook Mark Zuckerberg fanboy, because I'm not. But hey, I know what's better. Okay? I know what's better. And this is way better. Okay? Well, that was a good landing, huh? Wasn't it? Maybe we can take off again, huh? I think we're in Jacksonville. You know what? I want to go with a different airplane. I'm going to go with something else. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with different airplane. Hey, it was a good landing, right? Not bad. Actually, I landed this so perfectly while I was talking about PlayStation VR 2. How cool is that? While I was talking about PSVR 2, I landed so naturally, dude. Bro. This is perfection. Alright, let me use different different airplane. Let's go back to the main menu. Hold on. We're gonna do it like this. Go hit the main menu. Continue. Let's see. Let's go to San Diego, dude. Let's go to North Island. Here we go, right there. Departure. Then we can go to Mexico. Los Alamos. New Mexico, I'm sorry. We can go to Oppenheimer. Los Alamos. There we go. Here we go. And we're gonna go with F-22. There we go. F-22. Click fly. We're ready. Does the VR headset get hot? It does. Sometimes, depending on... but it does have a cool vent that blows out all that hot air. But it does get hot. You know, and any electronic device will get hot. But it depends on what you are using. If you're using something that requires a lot of computing power, naturally, of course.
Tower Alpha Foxtrot Tango, Mike Sierra, at runway.
Whoa, why is it dark?
Departure west departure.
Whoa, wait a minute. What?
Cleared for takeoff runway, 29er Tango Mike Sierra.
I don't want to do this at night. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Keep it at balance. Hold on. Let me apply this. Save it. Yeah, I think this is better now. There we go. Keep that on. Turn that off. I want to get the best possible experience, you know? Yeah, I definitely, I see it. It's a little bit better, a little bit smoother. But I don't know why it's at night. I really don't understand.
Tower Alpha Foxtrot Tango, Mike Sierra, continue for west departure. Tower Alpha Foxtrot Tango, Mike Sierra, frequency change. Los Angeles Center, Alpha Foxtrot Tango, Mike Sierra, is type 3 miles northwest of North Island.
I think something might be wrong with
Request flight following. Squawk 2452 Tango, Mike Sierra.
with my
Roger Tango, Mike Sierra.
weather
Los Angeles Center,
and
Alpha Foxtrot Tango, Mike Sierra.
time is probably not synced in or something. The weather and the time, it's not synced in. So I'll probably have to adjust that. That looks pretty cool at night. Now I'm curious to see like a performance mode. See some. No, I don't like that. Let's go to the general options. Oh yeah, that's better. Let's see. All right, so this should look pretty good. Let's go back. This most certainly looks better. But I wanna go back to the main menu. I wanna go back to the main menu. I don't know why it's at night. I don't really want it at night. I want to try out some other things. Here we go. It wasn't set to live, that's why. Let's go back. I want to turn off the DLSS, dude. I want to turn off the DLSS. And I want to put my own resolution, dude. I want to see what happens. Keep everything at medium, 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 medium. I want to see what happens. So I got my resolution a little bit higher. 1960 by 2128. So let's go over here. Let's go to Las Vegas. Just want to see. Just want to see how it looks without the DLSS, you know, without deep learning super sampling, just to see how clear it is at the 1920 by 2128 per each eye. Because I do have a 3090 Ti, so I want to see what it can do in terms of clarity, detail. I'm pretty sure my frame rates will drop down. There's no question about that. But I just want to see, like, how vivid it is.
Las Vegas Tower, Alpha Fox.
Oh yeah, this is definitely.
Runway 26 right, straight out departure.
more vivid. Oh yeah, this is more vivid, dude. It looks better. No question about that. Let's take off and let's see. Trust me, the detail is much better, guys. You better believe it. Here, let me bring this over here. Okay, let's just do it like that. Detail, it's much better, guys. Because I like detail, dude. I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see the detail. That's the whole idea of a flight simulator, right? But I don't think people understand how demanding the flight simulator is for the VR, dude. The fact that I can even play it in VR, it's amazing.
Las Vegas Tower, Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra frequency change.
Yeah, this is much better, dude.
Approach Alpha Foxtrot
I
Tango
see more
Mike
clarity.
Sierra is type 4 miles west of Las Vegas, 3,600 feet.
3090 Ti helps. There's no question about that. Having this 3090 Ti, and this 3090 Ti is like a heater right now, dude. Seriously, I don't even need a heater, dude. I already have a heater. I got 3090 Ti. The snow, it's already melting.
124.625.
Oh yeah, this is much better, dude.
Goodbye.
Much better.
Los Angeles Center.
There's no
Alpha
question about
Foxtrot
that.
Tango Mike Sierra, 11,100 feet.
You know, you want to see everything. You want to be able to see your console.
120.45.
You want to be able to read everything. You want to have that clarity.
Approach Alpha Foxtrot
And
Tango Mike Sierra, 8,500 feet.
running it at the 1920 by 2126 per each eye, of course, it looks better when you turn off DLSS. I mean, the detail is better, and I know you guys can't see that, but I can see it.
625 Tango Mike Sierra.
Detail is better, and I'm all about the detail, sharp detail,
Los
man.
Angeles Center, Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra, 7,200.
The performance, we're dropping some frames. There's no question about that. We're dropping, dude, like a 42, 43. And it's fine. I'm okay with a 42, 43. With this resolution. I'm okay with that, dude. I ain't complaining. Very impressed with the 3090, man. This 3090 Ti from EVGA, dude, was well worth it. I don't think I would be able to play VR if it wasn't for this 3090 Ti, dude. I'm being serious, guys. There's no way. No way. If you can find 3090 Ti for like a really good price, it's still great, man. Now, 4080, of course, you know, if you can get yourself a 4080 or 4090, of course. But I'm telling you, 3090 Ti, don't discount 3090 Ti. It's still a powerful Godzilla. It might be an older Godzilla. It might be an older Godzilla, but nonetheless, it is still Godzilla, and it still has that power that you're gonna need for VR, dude. Especially for a flight simulator, man. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that power, for sure. Let's go up high in the sky.
5 Tango Mike
Let's
Sierra.
go up higher.
Goodbye. Los Angeles Center, Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra, 7,800 feet. 124.625 Tango Mike Sierra.
Look at that detail of Nevada,
Goodbye.
dude. That looks amazing, right?
Los Angeles Center, Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra, 16,000.
Now I feel like I'm really on that high altitude. On that high altitude, and I'm looking at
Going to 132.5
the
Tango
vistas
Mike Sierra.
of Nevada mountain range, right?
Los Angeles
and
Center,
desert.
Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra, 16,600 feet.
Looks great. Fort Irwin Airport. Should we land on it? Huh? Should we land? It looks kind of interesting over there. I don't know. Let's land on it. Let's do it. I feel like I'm in a Top Gun Maverick movie.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Not much of an airport, but
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull
nah, it doesn't look interesting to me. It's all right. I'm not gonna do it. I thought maybe there was something there, but nah. It's just like one of those private airports, whatever. Let's follow this road. See where it takes us. Oh, this is cool, man. This is like straight out of Top Gun Maverick. I kid you not.
altitude. Altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Pretty cool. There's some kind of a airport over there. Harvard. just a small town, something. Whoa, look at this, huh? Check this out. Pretty cool, huh? Wow, wow, wow.
Tango Mike Sierra. Goodbye.
You know, this F-22,
Joshua
man,
Approach
it's
Alpha
just,
Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra,
it's just a pure
4,600
joy
feet.
to fly this thing, man. Pure joy.
Going to 126.35 Tango Mike Sierra. Los Angeles Center, Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra, 4,000.
So people been asking me, now that I tested X-Plane 12 and Microsoft Flight Simulator, which one's better in terms of VR? I'll be honest, X-Plane 12 just looks more sharper in detail. They're running everything natively, and it just looks so much better, dude. Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's a bit blurry here and there. It looks a bit softer. And I think that's because Microsoft Flight Simulator has so many moving parts, from a photogrammetry, collecting all that data, the weather, the sync in with the weather and the time, all of that stuff, photogrammetry, geometry, all that stuff has to be included, including the air traffic control. And so there's a lot of moving parts to be rendered. And when you got a lot of moving parts and it has to be rendered through a server, through a cloud server, I think that's where you lose the performance, and that's where you have to sacrifice on a more softer image. There's absolutely nothing wrong with 1920 by 2126 resolution. It looks great, but X-Plane 12 just looks more vivid, more sharper, and that's my honest experience. They're both equally good, but there's a difference between the flight simulator from Microsoft and Laminar Research X-Plane. I just think that Laminar Research has more experience with VR. They've been doing VR for a long time, and they're not required to be connected to a server. They don't have that many moving parts that needs to be rendered through a server. The only thing you need on the X-Plane is a very powerful PC. If you got a powerful rig, oh man, you're gonna enjoy X-Plane. You're gonna enjoy the detail in VR that it has to offer, dude. Especially if you got a Pimax crystal, right? Let's say you're super rich and money's not an issue, and you got a Pimax crystal and you got a 4090 i9 processor, 64 gigs of RAM, right? You got all that jazz, super fast SSD, you know, memory, where you can run the game from that SSD drive, NVMe 2.0 NVMe SSD drive. Dude, you're gonna be rocking and rolling X-Plane 12. It's gonna be super amazing. Another thing that I noticed about the X-Plane 12 is when you get close to the ground, everything is rendered in 3D. Everything looks lively. You see cars, you see trucks, you see trains. Everything is detailed perfectly and everything looks lively. When you get close to the ground, right
75
here
Tango
on the
Mike
Microsoft.
Sierra.
That's not the case.
Goodbye.
That's not the case.
Approach Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike Sierra 5,300 feet.
That's not the case here, guys.
128.15 Tango Mike
And it
Sierra.
doesn't look that good.
Goodbye. Los Angeles Center Alpha Foxtrot Tango Mike
Where's the
Sierra,
traffic, dude? Where's the
2,800
cars,
feet.
right? It's like a ghost city over here. That's not the case with the X-Plane 12. And you guys can go watch that live stream. You guys can go watch that live stream. It was like what, 8 days ago or something like that. You can watch that live stream and you'll see me flying a helicopter. You'll see from Seattle, passing downtown Seattle, going into a freeway, a highway. You'll see just how good it is. So when it comes to ground detail, I gotta give it to X-Plane 12. This is my honest opinion, okay? You know, this is my honest opinion. It's okay if you guys disagree with me, that's fine. I don't expect people to agree with everything I say, but you gotta remember, I have both of these simulators. I play both of them. And if you're gonna ask me a question, which one has a better ground detail? X-Plane 12, dude. It looks like you are like in a Grand Theft Auto game, dude. The cities are live. You see cars passing by. With a flight simulator, dude, it looks like I Am Legend. Like when I was flying a helicopter through New York, it looked like straight out of I Am Legend, dude. There's no traffic, no cars, no nothing. Just buildings that look like they've been through some kind of fallout or something, or apocalypse. It's just, it doesn't look that great. X-Plane 12 does a far better job on that part when it comes to ground detail, man. And also the clouds have been very improved on X-Plane 12. Like I noticed that the clouds formation looks very realistic. And again, I'm not like sitting here trying to be some kind of X-Plane fanboy. I'm just speaking from experience, guys. Whatever floats your boat, guys. I'm not here to tell you go with the Microsoft, go with the Laminar Research. Whatever floats your boat, guys. Whatever you fancy, it's fine by me. But I do have a preference. And my preference, honestly, when it comes to VR, X-Plane 12, honestly, just... It's a far better experience, dude. I haven't tried DCS, which is Digital Combat Simulator. That's something I might look into. I'm landing on an airport. I don't even know why. I'm not even cleared to land here, but I'm gonna land anyway. Ah well. It could have been better, but well, doesn't matter. I still landed, so. I didn't hit the spot exactly. I missed it by 1 yard, but hey, it's all good. Let me turn around here. Hold on. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go through the sand over here. Well, give me a sec here for a minute. Yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna happen. Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR on Xbox. It would be great. Listen, or you mean like for the new Flight Simulator 2024? I'm sure there will be a VR for the new Flight Simulator coming out this year, 2024. There's no question about that. But the question is, what kind of a rig are you gonna need? And you're gonna need be prepared for your wallet. Be prepared for your wallet to be empty. I mean, even this one, it requires so much horsepower to get this going. Imagine what the new one this year is going to require to run in VR. Even without VR. And God knows what you're going to need with it, what, 5080? 5090? I'm just disappointed that Xbox didn't even try. With all that money, with billions of dollars, they didn't even try to see how it goes to make a VR headset. Just give it a try. If it doesn't work out, fine. Invest it somewhere else and that's it. But they didn't even try, and that's what drives me crazy about Phil Spencer and Xbox. They haven't even tried. And they have 12 teraflops. They have Xbox Series X. Xbox Series X is very powerful. It can handle VR, trust me. It could have easily handled Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR. And it's just sad that Phil Spencer didn't even want to try. At least give it a try, dude. And if it doesn't work out, if people don't want it, that's it. Just move on to something else. But you should at least give it a try. Give it a try. They didn't even do that. And for the life of me, I don't know why. They have Microsoft Flight Simulator. They have Forza Horizon 4. Forza Horizon 5. Who doesn't want to play Forza Horizon 5 in VR? I certainly would love to play Forza Horizon 5 in VR with other people. To go on a multiplayer and meet other people and drive around and, you know, do different, you know, what you call it, racing shows that they have, you know, championships and stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. When you go on a Forza Horizon, there's different festivals, not the shows, racing festivals, I meant to say. Like, wouldn't that be cool if you get to put on a VR headset and you jump in your favorite car and you team up with your friends and you go to a racing festival and you can trash talk each other while you're racing? What that would be a great racing show. Great racing show in VR. And who doesn't want to be in a racing show in VR? With all the trash talk, all the crap you can say to each other while you're driving. Are you trying to tell me, Phil Spencer, that the Xbox owner doesn't want that? Are you trying to tell me they don't want that? Are you trying to tell me they don't want to play Sea of Thieves and be pirates on the sea, on the ship, with a crew in VR? Are you trying to tell me that? Are you trying to tell me that they don't want to play this in VR and relive the Top Gun Maverick experience? Are you trying to tell me that they don't want to play as a Master Chief in VR and play throughout the entire Halo collection as Master Chief? Are you trying to tell me that the Xbox fans are not yearning for that experience? To feel like a Master Chief, put on a headset, right? Feel like a Master Chief. See Cortana in its full glory. Are you trying to tell me, Phil Spencer, that the Xbox fans don't want that? Come on. Come on. Are you trying to tell me that they don't want to play Starfield in VR? Missed opportunity, guys. Again, you know, I just don't understand, Phil Spencer. I just don't understand. Why not even try it? I mean, they buy all these studios. They spend $70 billion, $20 billion buying out Bethesda, buying out Blizzard, buying out Activision, getting the acquisition with the Activision. Close to hundreds of billions of dollars. Money being wasted. And you couldn't use a portion of that money to give the Xbox fans a VR experience. A missed opportunity. You know, this holiday season, 2023, they could have had a great VR Xbox experience for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for Halloween. To ring in the new year 2024 with a VR. But no, the Xbox owners don't need VR. You don't need it, guys. Do you know why you don't need it? Because Papa Phil Spencer said so. And Papa Phil Spencer says you don't need it. He knows what's best for you. He knows what's best for your experience. Don't worry about it. Papa Phil Spencer got you covered. What can I say, guys? You don't want to play as a Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War? To relive the first Gears of War in first-person perspective? To relive Gears of War 2 and 3? Are you kidding me? You don't want that in VR? You don't want to play Steel Battalion? Hello? 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 Anybody home? Knock, knock. Hello, Phil Spencer. Are you home? Knock, knock. Please answer the door, Phil Spencer. Are you trying to tell me you don't want people to play Steel Battalion in VR? Call Capcom and start bringing the Steel Battalion in VR with a full set of controllers and everything. In multiplayer, play Steel Battalion 4 versus 4. A multiplayer. Team deathmatch. No, you don't need that. Why would you want that? Why would you want that? You don't need that. Do you know why you don't need that? Because Papa Phil Spencer knows what's best for you. He knows what's best for you, and he knows what's best for your pocket. It's that Game Pass Ultimate service. That's right. Look, man, I feel like I'm like I'm alone in this world, dude. Honestly, it makes me wonder, like, how people don't see this, how people possibly don't think about this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm alone and isolated in this world, because the fact that the Xbox fans, it never even crossed their mind to even ask for VR. With all of these exclusives that the Xbox has, that it never even crossed their mind to even ask for VR. It's beyond me. I'm like the only guy. I guarantee you, I'm probably on this YouTube platform, I'm probably 100%, I'm convinced I'm the only guy that have mentioned this. If there's somebody else, please do let me know. I mean, send me the video. I want to see it. I just don't understand, you know. Why not, you know, benefit? Why not make that money, dude? Why not take the advantage of it? Why not? I don't know. I was going too fast. No, I'm not like sitting here advocating that everyone should go out and play a VR. I understand the VR is special interest. Some people don't like VR. Some people can wear a headset. I understand that. I'm not sitting here trying to advocate to everybody to jump on the VR. What I'm simply saying is, why not have that option? Phil Spencer. Why not have that option? For those who want it, let them have it. For those who don't want it, well, they don't have to. But it's good to have options. I'm all about options, dude. Let me choose. Let us choose, but give us an option. At least give it a try, right? Give it a try. See how it goes. You know what's funny? They even have a platform called Windows Mixed Reality. I mean, how ironic is that, right? They have a platform, Windows Mixed Reality, and yet, they don't want to bring that to the Xbox. It's really mind-blowing, dude. It's just mind-blowing. You already have a platform. They even made a headset. Samsung already made a headset called Samsung Odyssey Plus. Windows Mixed Reality certified. They even made a Dell visor, Dell visor, a certified Windows Mixed Reality headset. But you can't create one for the Xbox? Can I make this? Can I make it? No. No, it's too fast. Oh, come on. Ah, well.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Well, we'll end it right here, guys. I gotta eat my lunch.
Check gear. Power.
The gear's checked.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear. Check gear. Check gear.
I don't want to check the gear.
Check
It's all
gear.
good. We landed.
Gear.
That's all that matters.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear. Check gear.
All right, guys. Well,
Check gear. Check gear.
there you have it.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear.
A little bit of
Check gear.
what was it, like 2 hours of
Check gear. Check gear.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Check gear.
Um,
Check gear.
look,
Check gear. Check gear.
VR.
Check gear.
I understand. Before I end this live stream, I want to say something.
Check
I understand that the VR, it's not something that everyone can use.
Check gear.
Um,
Check gear.
and I'm not sitting here advocating to everybody to use the VR. What I'm simply saying is
Check gear.
it's good to have that
Check
option
gear.
of experience where you can experience
Check gear.
a VR
Check
and your ultra wide screen or your big screen or your projector. I like options, or even your Tobii eye tracker.
Check gear.
Having options is
Check
great,
gear.
and that's what makes PC so unique, is the variety of different options you have.
Check gear.
I'm just disappointed that the Xbox
Check gear. Check gear.
didn't even try.
Check gear.
You know,
Check gear.
they didn't even try
Check gear. Check gear.
to make a headset.
Check gear.
If they at least tried and it didn't work out and people didn't like it, fine, okay.
Check gear.
But they didn't even try.
Check gear.
And they have all these cool games like Halo, Master Chief,
Check gear.
Steel Battalion,
Check gear. Check gear.
Sea of Thieves,
Check gear.
Pirates, Sea of Thieves,
Check gear.
Gears of War,
Check gear.
Microsoft Flight Simulator,
Check gear.
Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5, Forza Motorsport.
Check here.
It just seems like a missed opportunity.
Check here.
And of course, they could have put
Check here.
Starfield in there.
Check here.
It's just,
Check here.
I don't know.
Check here.
I think people would play it.
Check here.
I think they would try it.
Check here. Check here.
I'm pretty sure you guys would try it. Like, hey, wouldn't it be cool
Check here.
if we all get together, play some Sea of Thieves in VR?
Check here.
Wouldn't it be cool if we all get together, play some Halo
Check here. Check here.
campaign and do some multiplayer in Halo? Wouldn't it be cool if we
Check here.
replayed that experience from 20,
Check here.
24 years ago
Check here.
and play Halo?
Check here.
Wouldn't that be cool
Check
to
here.
relive that experience from Gears of War in VR? Wouldn't that be cool to play some Forza Horizon,
Check here.
some Forza Motorsport in VR? Wouldn't that be cool, right?
Check here.
Wouldn't that be cool to play some Steel Battalion in VR
Check here.
with a full controllers? Make a deal with the Capcom, get the license back. Wouldn't that be cool to play some Flight Simulator in VR
Check here.
and relive that Top Gun Maverick experience on a party chat?
Check here.
You know, this is a missed opportunity. And I said the same thing about the PlayStation VR too.
Check here.
Missed opportunities on the games like Days Gone, missed opportunity on The Last of Us,
Check here.
missed opportunity on the Uncharted,
Check here.
and above all, Spider-Man. It's the biggest missed opportunity for PlayStation VR 2. Spider-Man would have been glorious.
Here.
Spider-Man in VR would have been glorious. That thing would have sold
Check here.
so many headsets.
Check here.
It would be sold out,
Check here.
practically.
Check here.
You know,
Check here.
God of War in VR, missed opportunity. We can go down the list of missed opportunities. And
Check here.
what can I tell you?
Check here.
It is what it is.
Check here.
It is
Check here.
what it is.
Check here.
Right now, currently, PC is where you want to be when it comes to VR. If you want a affordable VR headset, Quest 2 is the best way to do it. Get yourself a Quest 2. Or if money is not an issue, get yourself a Quest 3. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Quest 2.
Check here. Check here.
PlayStation VR 2,
Check here.
it's going to cost you money. It's expensive. And you're limited. You got limited experience.
Here.
Has a pretty cool tech.
Check here.
It's a pretty cool tech inside, but a limited experience.
Check
If
here.
all you play is Gran Turismo and you got a racing seat, a racing wheel, and you got so many of your friends playing Gran Turismo 7,
Check here.
then the VR, PlayStation VR 2, it's a dream come true. But remember, that's a special interest.
Check here.
That's a small community.
Check here.
And that's not enough
Check here.
for PlayStation VR 2 to survive.
Here.
Even though it's great
Here.
that there is a good
Here.
amount of people playing Gran Turismo 7, okay, that there is this community that's playing Gran Turismo 7, but that's not enough, guys. It's not enough.
Check here.
You need more than that, man.
Check here.
You know what I mean?
Check
So,
here.
anyway, thank you guys for watching this on a Friday.
Check here. Check here. Check here.
Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR.
Here.
It's very demanding. You're gonna need a powerful GPU.
Check
You're gonna need a CPU that can handle it as well.
Check here.
The extra memory RAM sure helps.
Check here.
So think about it.
Here.
You are gonna need a very powerful PC to process
Check here.
all of this computing power to give you this VR experience.
Check
But
here.
once you
Check here.
finally get to experience Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR,
Check here.
you can't help yourself but just
Check here.
get that feeling of
Check here.
danger zone,
Check here.
you know,
Check here.
Top Gun Maverick feeling. You just can't help yourself but just get that feeling. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Check here.
Happy Friday.